Hello everyone, it's Wes Cole here. Today's date is Tuesday. It's November 22nd, 2011. I just want to go over 3 or 4 issues that have been big in the news lately. Something I like to do. And the first thing I'm going to start off with is the UC Davis situation with the protesters. You know, the 11 students that were basically sitting down very peacefully and that were basically pepper spray drenched at gunpoint range by a campus police officer. And it was, I mean, I've never seen anything so disgusting in my life. I mean, he just basically sprayed everybody, you know, drenched everybody in pepper spray. And we've all seen the video by now. It went viral. But I just want to say, you know, it's a sad day in America when, you know, the future of our country, our students, you know, they sit down and we tell them about, you know, our First Amendment rights, you know, their right to protest peacefully, which they have done, civil disobedience, you know, I mean, basically, you know, they were sitting there peacefully and basically, you know, just letting the world know that, you know, college tuition has gotten out of hand and it's just getting to the point to where people can't afford education anymore. So they joined hands peacefully and just, you know, were doing what everybody does that wants to get a point across. You know, they're protesting. They're part of the Occupy movement. I'm part of the Occupy movement. And, you know, again, it's just really disgusted me that this had to happen where this officer decided to just drench these people in pepper spray. I've never seen anything this disgusting in my life. And I just want to say, you know, Chancellor, you definitely need to step down. I mean, you're done and you know it. So the quicker you get out of there, the better off we'll all be. The police chief, you're done too, in my opinion. I hope you're done. And those 2 police officers certainly should be done. I mean, and you know, and it's just, again, you know, if you support this, you know, I watched Bill O'Reilly tonight just for a moment, you know, and he had a lady on there, you know, her name was Janine Turner. I'll get into that in a second. But, you know, he acts like, you know, he was talking to Megyn Kelly, actually, is who he was talking to, Megyn Kelly, you know, and she sort of did, even, you know, as biased as Fox News is towards the right or conservatives. And, you know, and they're very 1%ers, you know, they're very pro-corporate. They're not going to, you know, stand behind the Occupy movement at all. Even Megyn Kelly could barely, you know. I mean, the video was so bad, even she couldn't even really defend it. But, of course, Bill O'Reilly has to spin it like he does. He's the actual spin zone. I like to call him Bill O'Reilly because really nothing he says is really accurate, you know. And it's really sad that his followers watch him and believe what he says because, you know, it's just all spin. You know, he's a puppet working for corporations. But anyway, you know, he's not sure if the police officers were provoked. I mean, come on, Bill O'Reilly. I mean, you saw the video. The kids were sitting there peacefully, you know, and it just disgusts me that even happens. And it's even sadder that there's a news station or a company that thinks they're a news station going out there reporting news like this. You know, Bill O'Reilly saying that, acting like this is, you know, needs to be in, like he's not sure if something wrong was done when it's just as clear as day on tape. I mean, come on, Bill O'Reilly. I mean, and then of course, you know, Newt Gingrich is talking about, you know, the Occupy Wall Streeters. Well, they need to take baths, you know, and get jobs, you know. I mean, what an insult to say when, you know, a large majority of this country is in this Occupy movement, Newt, in case you didn't know it. And I'm going to tell you right now, you'll never be president. You know, you're not going to be voted in. You won't be the Republican nominee. You're not electable. You have baggage. I mean, you have basically, I can't even begin to say how much baggage you got. I mean, basically they should change your name to Lobbyist Newt Gingrich because you definitely are probably one of the biggest lobbyists that Washington has ever seen. So you lie and you insult people and you act like you're a Christian and you're not, you know what I mean? But, you know, I predict in a couple of weeks you'll be just like the other 3 or 4 candidates. You'll be down in the polls and then they'll pick another one. It's going to end up being Mitt Romney, obviously, and that's another story. But anyway, but, you know, basically the lady, you know, Janine Turner is apparently an actress from Texas, and, you know, she's like, laughing and stuff about the, you know, what Newt said about the protesters needing to get jobs and take baths. And you know, these are just, you know, people who come from families with monies, who've been spoon-fed all their lives, have no compassion for people. These are the people that are ruining this country, you know. And I have news for you, Bill O'Reilly and Janine Turner. We're taking this country back, you know. You will be serving us in the future here. You just wait and see. We are, Occupy Wall Street is a tidal wave, and we are gonna, I mean, we are a typhoon, and we are taking this country and world over. So just hang on, you know. Fox News is in a big panic, you know, because they know the people aren't buying this anymore, you know. And it's you know, for those of you who are still holding on to this hard right-wing, you know, Republican stuff, you know, you know, Tea Party beliefs, you know, these people are screwing you. They don't care about you. Join the Occupy movement. We're a people movement. We're for people by people. We are not corporate bought. If you're in the Tea Party, the Koch brothers owns you. Don't be a pawn, you know. Stand up for yourself and for your future and for your kids. That's what you need to do, okay? And you know, the last thing I want to talk about, I think right now, is, you know, the Governor Scott Walker recall. Sunday at the Capitol in Wisconsin, over 30,000 people were there, basically telling, you know, want to see Governor Walker recalled because he's very anti-union, and he's basically has the same, you know, point of views that John Kasich did in Ohio, who he basically learned very quickly that what the people wanted, and you know, that was voted down real quick. But basically, Scott Walker, you know, people receiving death threats and stuff, you know, don't worry about it. You know, stand up for your right. You know, workers have rights. Don't let Governor Walker take your rights away. And I hope the recall goes through, you know. But anyway, Occupy movement is doing great. We're heading into another direction now where we're going to be doing some new things that will be forthcoming. And I just want to say thank you, Occupy Wall Street. Thank you to all of you who listen. Support the Occupy movement. It's for all people, by all people. And have a wonderful day. God bless you, and I love you. It's Wes Cole signing out.